Whoa there. Now better apply the brakes unless you're aiming to dash yourself against that glacier up ahead. As you can see, Chief, the station here's iced over. To reach Eleanor Lamb at Fontaine headquarters, we'll have to clear the way. Now, in order to melt that ice, you'll need a plasmid, like a handful of hellfire. We used to sell a fine old product called Incinerate in the amusement park up yonder. Go on and find a way in. I've already been on all the rides.
Okay, thank you for the long introduction, Sinclair. So hello everyone and welcome back to more BioShock 2 Drill Only Challenge. Right now we're in Ryan Amusements. This is pretty cool. So of course our goal for this episode is to get... Well, I don't know how long this episode is going to go on, but our goal is to get Incinerate for the level, and then melt the ice, and then get the train passing by. A lot of levels in this game are like this, where there's just really something blocking your path to Eleanor, and you have to clear it. Yeah, it's a lot of stalling. I can't really make excuses for that. As much as I'd like to defend this game, most of it is just stalling. It is pretty though. Now it is, at least. Oh, that's cool. I actually never noticed that before. Yeah, so at the end of the last episode, I said that Ryan Amusements is my least favorite level in BioShock 2. Maybe I take that back. It might just be some bad experience with it. Because, wait, what? We are... Okay, cool. Yeah, so I've had some bad experiences with this level, because it's a pretty long level. And the thing is that, like, I've made it towards the end of the level, only to get glitched on a chair, and there's a very specific chair that I know of, that I've glitched on a few times in the past, and then I forget to save, and I have to redo the whole level over again. So maybe it's not the level itself, but just that it's become tedious at this point. Anyways.
Eleanor is progressing brilliantly.
I need Incinerate for that.
My physical participation in her birth was...
Whoa! I forgot about you.
Of course.
How do I get
It is
you?
vital
Oh.
that I am unhindered by nature's crude bias. I will be, above all, her intellectual progenitor. Loyal not to her, but to the people she will ultimately save. But I admit, it is with some measure of pride that I review her marks in standard intelligence tests. As an agent of our beliefs, she may surpass even me.
Yeah, so you definitely see more of that giving up yourself for the greater good and having no inclination of yourself. That's Lamb's dream, that she thinks if everyone acted completely selflessly, the world would be
You're a
better.
rare old model, son. Alpha series, I believe. Now, Rapture's full of scientific wonderments just like you. And if we can sell them to the world at my price, well, curing your condition ought to be a cakewalk. Once we find Eleanor, the sky's the limit.
See, that kind of confuses me. Stanley wants the same thing as Fontaine, to exploit Rapture for its secrets and riches, and then sell them to the surface and become even super more rich, but on the surface rich, not under the ocean rich. And nothing becomes of it. He's literally just a mini Fontaine and no one cares. Alright. Okay, so I just went for drill fuel efficiency. Because the drill is strong enough as it is right now. But we keep running out of drill fuel. Oh yeah, so by the way, yeah, so that got me thinking, like, talking about that Ryan Amusements is my least favorite level. I mean, to be fair, in my defense, it might be the level itself, because it's just...
I was hired to
Oh,
engineer
no.
a park the likes
Alright,
of which
I'll let him
no
talk.
man has seen. Now all I do is watch over it like a grizzled sheepdog. My first line of mechanical puppets made the children here cool with wonder. But Ryan thought my vision was immature. Antiquated, he said. This place could have been something magical. Instead, he turned it into a school. No, a cathedral. Dedicated to himself.
I like the new sister model. They look cuter, sweeter, nicer than they did in the first one. Less alien-like. Oh yeah, so Ryan Amusements. Oh
Jim
my gosh,
Dandy,
shut
that'll get you
up.
off.
I
But
know.
Ryan Incinerate's gonna cost Adam. It's a sort of genetic goo that lets you rewrite whatever God gave you. The little sisters carry the stuff, as you may recall, so you'll need to locate one. I heard whispering near the El Dorado Lounge. Have a look.
You're not my fault. You false prophet. Go on.
What was that sound? Can we replay that? Okay, why am I asking for permission? If I want to replay it, I'll replay the darn thing. Yeah, so let's just ignore that. We can ignore that. Oh yeah, so... Okay, the Spice is going to talk. So what I was saying, Ryan Amusements, it's just a prolonged gathering mission, like Dionysus Park. So there's not much to it. It's kind of like they made the level for this and Dionysus Park for that matter, but they didn't really know what to do with it, or like what story it should have. So they just kind of made it into a big gathering. And to be fair, half the game is gathering. Like, seriously, it's a lot. And I think that's one of the game's biggest problems. There's so much gathering. But I would have liked... What?
Take aim! Fire!
Don't fire! I'm just...
Gotta get us something. Hey there, no!
Okay. Go away, where are you? Where even are you? Oh, I just kill. See, it's still plenty strong. I don't really need a... Alright, there you go. Oh, come on, telekinesis. What? Where are you?
Come on! Come back!
Alright, the death sounds are pretty funny. But I mentioned in my retrospective of this that they are kind of cartoonier. There's no, like, rotation in this game. I just kind of have to wobble her and see what happens. They do look cartoonier and sound cartoonier than in the first one. So they're kind of less threatening. And the fact that I can just go through them like butter doesn't help.
Amusements. Insert your ticket now. Half price for children under 3.
Okay, so for only children under 3? Okay. And it's our first tonic.
I'm Andrew Ryan. Welcome to Ryan Amusements. Please enjoy the park.
It's weird. This game is shorter than the first one, but it still takes longer to introduce you to the game's mechanics. Like Tonic's Common Medical Pavilion. This is the 3rd level. Okay, I've done a lot of complaining, so I'm going to talk about my favorite level in BioShock 2, which is probably Pauper's Drop, because it really it gives you a very good look at what the underside of Raptor is like, and just a slum feeling that we never got to see that much before. Okay, yeah, there's like a little tour here, and you can like press all the buttons and then get like the full backstory of Raptor's construction. But that's gonna take too long. Yeah, I'm sure there's somewhere you can see that. Or just look at it for yourself. I guess it wouldn't hurt to just hack this now.
You broke it, didn't you, Edna? Everything you touch turns to shit.
Edna. Oh, poor Edna.
You're mean, Roger. It was
Right.
probably clumsy
What?
hands that loused it up.
Typical broad. Stay away from things you don't know nothing about.
You tell her.
I am
This way, Shelton. You cad!
Well, that's what Roger gets. Don't be sexist, kids.
Seems like everybody's on the go these days. Everybody but you. You still haven't experienced Ryan Industries' new spring line of plasmids. Isn't it about time you got caught up? Evolve today.
Okay, yeah, and so Pauper's Shop, which is the next level. And it's also the probably most challenging level in the game, because it's the only one with the Rosies, which are really the only enemy in this entire game which are actually a threat.
I love the kid in Miss Englert's third grade class, but boy, I had no idea what I was getting into. Volunteering to chaperone this New Year's sleepover party at Ryan Amusements. Donnie, get down on that exhibit, and I told you, spit out that gum! You'll choke!
Oh, come on.
The kids' parents deserve a night off to enjoy New Year's. I'm at my wit's end, Donnie. I told you!
No, come on. Oh, come on. Boom. No! I didn't know they played Doggy in the Window here. Oof. Fort Frolic vibes. And Point Prometheus. Oh, come on. I'm so talented. Okay, come on.
Used to be, there was no margin in running the gift shop. I couldn't hardly sell off this over scrap for a penny more than cost the manufacture.
Whoa.
Then I met a straight shooter named Sinclair. He laid a sweet deal on it. Says he's got some hard luck folks down at Pauper's Drop can whip up this junk at half the cost I used to pay. Yeah, I had to pick a needle or two out of the shipments, but all in all, nobody's the wiser. Yeah, I'm all the richer.
Yeah, more Joe Fuel for sure. Actually, we're gonna need a lot of Joe Fuel for the Big Daddy, but we're also gonna need health. So I'll see what I have more of, less of. And then, since, okay, this might be my least favorite in this game. Pauper's Shop is probably my favorite in this game. Fort Frolic is obviously, I think, the best level in the BioShock series. Medical Pavilion's a close tie, but I'm gonna give it, not tie, close second, but I'm gonna give it to Fort Frolic. Alright, I guess we're just not doing the, thing. Bathrooms are always dangerous in horror games. Oh, okay, that's bad. Let me get health. I mean, Eve. Why do I keep misspeaking? I don't know. But then, what's the worst level in BioShock? Well, I don't think there's a worst level in BioShock. I just think it's least best. Gotta change up the word in there. And I'd probably say Proving Grounds. It's an escort mission. I mean, it's, as far as escort missions go, it's relatively painless. But still, compared to the highs of Medical, Fort Frolic, Welcome to Rapture, Hephaestus, and all that, yeah, Proving Grounds is probably the least best. Oh, that's totally useless. Alright, if you want to jump out, now would be a good time.
The service, Eleanor. I spent half a lifetime there in service of the common good.
Okay, we're good.
But then, I
Guess we're
heard
good.
my own words twisted by fat old men squatting over the embers of Hiroshima. Were the modern world a patient in my care, I would diagnose it suicidal. On perhaps that point alone, Andrew Ryan is correct. Rapture is deliverance. Together, we are the family, and through unity, we transcend the self.
How you run, creep! Bastard!
Where'd he go? Oh, you went there. Boy. Ugh. Okay, I swear I'm not bad. I pressed the circle. Circle? Yeah, circle button. On time. It's the game's fault. Okay, there's a vending machine right here. Okay, so we established the best and worst for the first 2 games. Oh, whoops, wrong thing. Now for Infinite, I think that Infinite starts off not that bad and just gets progressively worse as it goes along. So, the best part is the beginning when you're unsuspecting of the horrors you're about to go through and how bad the game is. And then the worst part is once you realize how... Wait a minute. Oh, this way, okay. And then the worst part is when you realize how bad the game is. No, because the problems keep stacking... Oh my gosh, what are you doing? I've never seen her do that before. She kind of just... She usually just stays on the other side. Oh, yeah, so in Infinite... It starts off not that bad, but the problems just start piling on and on. Like, especially gameplay problems. Because at first it's...
Until
Okay,
you
thank
arrive,
you,
Father,
Eleanor.
I'm trapped here. Smuggling these gifts out is the most I can do to help.
Okay, yeah, because at first, in BioShock Infinite, you know, you have your 2-weapon limit, and it's not that bad, because it's just sending you a few small waves of splicers, and it's fine. But then the game throws handymen at you, larger waves, a terrible weapon upgrade system,
Eleanor Lance.
just layers and layers on top of each other.
To play with the other children because they're being raised on a diet of dog eat dog. I wanted to see these dog eaters, so I waited until Mom was gone and went out to find one. And guess what? The dog eaters wear human skins. It makes them look just like us.
Thank you for that wonderful insight. Oh, come on. Oh, well that was... not really a waste. Here we go. Okay.
Now that Big Daddy won't bite until you do. But to get to Lil Sis, you gotta put the old boy down for good.
Oh, that's cute. But we'll have to fight them in the next episode. So guys, I will see you then. We'll fight this Big Daddy, do some gathering, and probably finish this level. Maybe not that much, but we'll see. Okay guys, see you then.